What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Marlon. We're back at it again here with another edition of the show. So if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation and Xbox as well as PC. If that is something that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. All right, man. Hopefully all is well with everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. I know I did. And we are back, man. This week, we do have a lot to look forward to, potentially. So, yeah, we're gonna be diving into some topics here today. Most of them are not going to be good news in regards to what's going on in the world right now. No surprise there. Sony, and Bungie revealed Marathon over the weekend. And all I can say is not going over well with most PlayStation fans at this point. Some of them think that it's going to be, Concord 2.0, whatever. Most people are just, saying that no, thank you. The price was confirmed to be not full price that they're charging, similar to obviously other live service games that are, priced under $70. So like $40, for instance. That's what we're hearing now, similar to Concord. And yeah, man, we're going to be diving into that situation. There was also a survey that was conducted, and yeah, most of the people, PlayStation fans are just like, yeah, nope, not their cup of tea. To me, I'm going to give the game a chance. Whenever I do get access to maybe beta, whatever, I'll try to play it and see how it is. But it definitely looks promising. And the gunplay looks good to me. And the art style as well. I know for some people, they were just like, oh, another Concord and this and that, or whatever the case may be. Everybody has their own opinion. But to me, I like the art style. I like the gunplay. And so I think extraction shooters are typically not for everyone. And most people are like, yeah, they're like 3 years too late. And extraction shooters are typically not the most popular genre of games for a lot of people, like FPS games or whatever. But hey, here we are. This is what Bungie got. So, but I do think that being that it's a Bungie game, it's going to survive better, in my opinion, than Concord. Just my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do believe, though, in terms of success, it's kind of hard to gauge. But I don't know. I don't think it's gonna do Helldivers 2 numbers for Sony. But again, you never know. You never know. So we're gonna cast judgment when we get our hands on the game, and then we can actually start playing it and seeing how we actually do like it. So there's that one. Hopefully you guys have been watching season 2 of The Last of Us. Season 2 aired last night, and I haven't watched it yet. I've been rewatching. Me and the wife, we've been rewatching part 1 just to kind of get like a little like refresher before we get into season 2. And I got really fortunate with The Last of Us controller, and I was able to get one as soon as the pre-orders went live and stuff. You guys know I'm a big Last of Us fan, so was able to get that. Did a little funny short video for you guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and it was a cool vibe. So there's that one. Also, too, I do have some. I might drop a video on it today. We'll see when I get the code. But I woke up to an email from that Microsoft, and I was like, wait, what? But Indiana Jones and the Great Circle for the PS5 Pro. Definitely going to be checking that out for you guys. Shout outs to Microsoft. And yeah, we're gonna be making some content on that one. So stay tuned for that one. Hopefully today, once I get around to getting everything ready to go, then I'll definitely show you guys what's popping there. Because man, native 4K support, ray tracing, all that good stuff. Very, very exciting. So make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Share out the stream. Appreciate you guys for being here. My man Mark, what's up? What's going on? What's up? What's up?
Marathon is catered to the PC audience. There are many PC extractions, but the console market is not going to do well, especially with no campaign. Also, when seasons change, your character is wiped.
Yeah, it's kind of concerning. Thank you so much for that $10, Mark. God bless you. It's kind of concerning to me because I was wondering, like, where is a story mode, right? And I think that was one of the biggest backlash to Concord, was that there was no story mode to the characters, right? Just a brief overview of the characters. I mean, the same cycle continues on the ship, and then the characters talking about, like, you know, the same stuff, same dialogue, same everything. And it got boring really, really quickly. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't freaking know. And Sony spent all that freaking money, all that money on Bungie. You know what I mean? And don't know, dude. Don't know. I'm not trying to sit here and complain, and I'm trying my very best to give things a try. I'm willing to do that. I'm not gonna be like the rest of these other people, just whining and complaining. I swear, this is all people do nowadays, just complain about every single thing. And people just don't want to try the games out. You know, they just want to get on this roller coaster ride of, oh yeah, this is garbage, and yeah, this is this, and yeah, did you even try to even play the game? You know what I mean? It's just, but I'm willing, like I said, I'm willing to give it a shot to see what the game is capable of. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be on the other side of the fence like everybody else. You know, oh, it's gonna be dog garbage, and oh, it's this, and oh, it's that. That's all I saw on Twitter. You know, on Saturday. Oh, really? You know what I mean? Oh, Concord 2.0. Oh, this, oh, that. And I just shook my head. I was just like, man, y'all haven't even played the doggone game yet. And here you go. Here we freaking go. So you can't make people happy, man. Like, it's just, at the end of the day, like I said, I just play the game. If I don't like it, I just don't like it. Simple as that. But I'm at least willing to give it a shot to see how I actually like it. But yeah, man, it's a lot riding on this one for Sony. Let's talk about it real quick. Like, right? I think around the time when Microsoft was pretty much purchasing Bethesda, and, you know, Sony reacted basically and bought Bungie. And I just felt like that was more of a impulse purchase than anything else. And Sony didn't have to buy Bungie at all. Obviously, Bungie, you know, still do have their independence to do whatever they want to do, which is an awesome thing. Like, they bought them, they own them, but they have their creative freedom. And when I was reading up on it, I was like, man, this is cool that they have their creative freedom to create or whatever they want, put their games on whatever platform they want, whatever. But at the same time, Bungie is not Bungie anymore, right? I mean, Destiny 1 was okay for me. Destiny 2, you know what I mean? And then Destiny kind of fall off for me. It's not like Halo. That's the Bungie that I remember. And that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Bungie haven't been the same since Halo 3. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you guys. But I feel like, as somebody who struggles with making impulse purchases, like, I'm one of those kind of people, like, if I see something and I see a good deal on it, Oh man, I have the money. Oh man, the price done came down. Or if I think it's a really good deal, I'm gonna be on it right away. And that's like impulse purchase. And then when you really sit down and think about it afterwards, it's like, oh shoot, nah, man, I should have just waited, or I made a mistake. And then it's like, hey, well, if the purchase cannot be refunded, then now you're stuck, right? And I felt like Sony went on ahead and felt like they had a fire in their pants. Oh, Bungie, we'll buy Bungie. You know, Microsoft is buying Bethesda. We're going to buy Bungie. It's like, dude, like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what are you guys thinking? You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Extraction shooter not for everyone is basically cater for competitive players.
Yep. Yeah, it is. It is for very competitive players, very specific type of players, looting and gear and all this crap that you have to do. Most people don't care about all that stuff. Oh, you gotta, go loot this, and oh, you gotta, take care of your gear, and if you die, you lose everything. And if you lived in the game, then you can progress and go on, and you have all your weapons and all your gear and blah blah blah. Like that's not gonna be for everybody. You know what I mean? And I understand that. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't have all the answers, guys. I really don't know. Sony is riding on, ever since the whole situation with COD went down and Sony lost to Microsoft in regards of, Call of Duty, having basically some sort of marketing rights to Call of Duty. Ever since that went to crap, Sony just been going on this charade of, hey man, live service. Jim Ryan, you know what? We gonna push for live service more than ever. I get it. I understand. But man, it's a lot of risk that you're taking. You know what I mean? It's a lot of risk because things can collapse very quickly, right? Things can collapse very quickly. And it's just kind of like, why? You know what I mean? But I know why. Because it adds a lot of, backup money for them. They need the money. You know what I mean? And so that's why they're investing so much money into live service games. And the problem is, these are games that most of the time, whenever you do see them, it's just like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, what is this dumpster fire? What is this? What is that? Oh, whatever. That's all you see nowadays, right? And you think after Suicide Squad that, and after Concord, like, you would think that, these companies will be more cautious and be like, you know what? Nah, we're not going to put that out there because people are just not going to like it. And you want $40 for this? Nope, not doing it. And it's hard, man, to make a great game and make a great experience. And like I said, Helldivers 2, my God. Like, I had so much fun playing it, Helldivers 2. And it's a relic of the past. You know what I mean?
We still gonna be scolding Sony on buying Bungie like scolding a teenager for buying drugs and condoms after finding them in his bedroom. Fudd Herman.
Man, it sucks. Hey, thank you so much, Super Christian. It sucks, man. I don't know. But like I said during the marathon showcase, I said I really hope that this does well for Sony. I mean, and for Bungie as well. Like, but I have a feeling that the numbers are going to be way higher, especially on Steam, especially on PC, because it's an extraction shooter. It's going to be way higher than Concord. I have that feeling, and I stand by that feeling. But on consoles, I don't know. I just don't know. And the way how I see a lot of PS5 owners talking right now, I just don't know. Because during that live show, I'm telling you, I was looking at the comments and a lot of people are like, nope, This ain't my cup of, don't like the art style. People are like, oh no, the characters don't look good. Oh no, the art style don't look good. I don't like the gameplay. Oh no, it's boring. And I'm just like, oh man. Well, I don't know if Sony is actually taking that feedback. And then the official Marathon Twitter account, they put out a tweet and they were asking people, how did we do? And I was scrolling through the comments and some people were like, what were you thinking? What were you really thinking? Like, what?
Diablo 4 users dropped because of the seasonal character wipe. The newer generation didn't play older Diablo to know. Marathon is going to follow.
Man, I don't know, Mark. And if I'm just saying hypothetically, because we don't know until the game is out. But hypothetically, if Marathon folds, that's not going to be good for Sony. You know what I mean? Because and what hurts even more, you know what I'm saying?
Dang, no one laughed at my jokes. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Tough crowd.
Yeah, people are serious today, man. People are not interested. Yeah, people are serious today. But hey, Super Christian, man. Shout outs, bro. Thank y'all for the super chats, man. Keep them coming. I appreciate y'all. But listen, I don't know. There's a lot of pressure on Sony right now. And it goes back to what I've been saying for years. Like, you gotta see, like how they were asking everybody about Switch 2 and this and that. Hey, are you gonna buy it? What makes me so different from every other content creator is that I speak my mind. Some people like me, some people don't. I try to be me. I try to be honest with you guys and upfront with you guys on everything. No matter what, if I lose subs, gain subs, lose out on everything, I don't care. I'm just me at the end of the day. And, you know, it's so irritating that Sony finds it interesting to ask PlayStation players about if they're interested in buying a Switch 2. And it's like, okay, if you can put out surveys like that, why can't you put out surveys about games, right? Literal games. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it needs to be Killzone or SOCOM or Resistance or any of those, MotorStorm or any of those older IPs, but just in general, put more of those things out there and find out what people are interested in. Look at Capcom. Capcom does it all the time. Take a page out of Capcom's book, you know what I mean? And follow suit with Capcom and other companies who are engaging with their community and finding out, hey, what do you guys want? From time to time, I ask you, hey guys, what kind of content would you guys like to see? Hey, Marlon, hey, we don't care what you make, man. As long as you keep the news going, as long as you keep doing your reviews, you give us our 50/90 content. I'm using myself as an example. Hey, man, are you going to cover Nintendo stuff? Yeah, I'm going to cover Nintendo stuff too. You know, compile everything that you've been doing on top of everything that you've been doing. Cool, no problem. That's exactly what I'm going to do. If I get a handheld in, like any one of these companies send me a handheld, heck yeah. I've already reviewed the MSI Claw 8 on the channel. Hey, more handheld reviews. I had other companies reach out about Steam Deck and all these other stuff. Yeah, I'm going to continue to do that because that stuff works on the channel. But I use myself as an example, like, what the heck are you doing? You're asking about another competitor's console, if they're going to buy it or whatever the case may be, but you can't ask your fans, hey, do you want us to bring back Killzone? Do you want us to bring back MotorStorm? Do you want us to bring back Resistance, Sly Cooper, any of these games? And kind of gauge. I mean, you have millions upon millions of fans and kind of you're not going to get every single person to get on that survey, but at least you have a measuring stick, pause on what, you know what I mean, what direction to move. And I just felt like Sony's just moving like a deer in the headlight, especially with these live service games. They canceled more than half of these live service games. I like to keep it a buck. Now, for certain channels who are fanboys and fangirls, I don't freaking care. People labeled me in the past as a fanboy. I don't care. I'm not a fanboy. I'm a gamer, and I speak my mind. Most people don't like the way how I talk about video games because I don't care. I have that don't care attitude. You see what I'm saying? I call it how I freaking see it. Period. End of story. I don't care if you agree with me. I don't care if you disagree with me. I don't care. I speak my mind. And so it's like, bro, what are we freaking doing here? You just going blind and making all these live service games and expect, it's almost as if like Sony's just throwing stuff on the wall and seeing what sticks instead of like going back to the drawing board and figure out, and that's one of the biggest problems. That is one of the hardest things for mankind to do. And I'm just going to keep it a buck, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I'm going to be as realistic as I possibly can. I don't care. Listen, one of the hardest things for mankind to do is to replicate success. We can't be perfect, but if something worked in the past, like, it's hard to replicate that. It is. And it's hard to keep people on edge, just like me, what I do on this channel. Like, we have a talk show for 2 to 3 hours. We have a gaming podcast for 2 to 3 hours, Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekend. And then we have our gameplay live reviews. And then I have my video reviews. If I get a game in, say, Sony sometimes send me games like a week early, 4 or 5 days early. I'll have a formal review video out, and then you guys expect that content. You guys get that content, and you guys are happy. Oh, great. He reviewed the game. Nice. And then we move on. But it's like, man, you have a corporation that's just sitting here just firing off at the hip like crazy. Like, bro, what are we doing? Right? And people are spending money and time. Not only that, prices are going up. We just talked about, what was it? Week before last. And I told you guys, it ain't just Nintendo. Like, look at what's going on now. Now, we just, y'all not even realizing, recognizing, and seeing what's going on. Wake up. Last week, we talked about, now I'm fixing to turn the heat up now. And it's time to put the foot on the gas pedal now. Now I'm fixing to burn all the gas I have in the tank now. Hear me and hear me loudly and clearly right now. In case if you're sleeping, okay? Hear me. Last week, Sony just went up on the price in Latin American countries for PlayStation Plus. Right? Now, guess what? PS5 prices are going up in other countries, not the US yet, but in other countries, right? So it ain't just Nintendo. And in the Nintendo situation with the Switch 2, oh boy, we're talking about ridiculous price hike that's fixing to happen, which we're going to talk about all of this. And so I say all this to say this. Prices are getting expensive. Prices are going up, right? So it's like, well, dang, the game prices are going to go up too. Well, dang. So now you have to sit there and pick, choose, and refuse on what you're going to spend your money on. Because it's tight right now, bro. Like, it's not a game. From an economic standpoint, this is not a joke. People don't have the money like that right now to be splurging on every single video game that comes out. So I get it. I get it right now. Like, people are not going to spend their money on garbage. They're going to spend their money on a game or a console that they feel like they can get value out of. If they feel like they can't get any value out of it, they're going to be like, gone. Not going to waste my time. And I feel you 110%. So I don't know, dudes. I don't know, girls. I don't know what to tell y'all. All I can tell y'all, be you, keep being you, and keep being honest. Sony or no Sony, Microsoft or no Microsoft, Nintendo or no Nintendo. If you look at something and you don't like it, then you just don't like it. If it's too expensive, then just leave it alone. Like my dad always said, just leave it alone. And that's 2025 is the year of reckoning, guys. I don't know if you guys realize that 2025 is the year of reckoning. Wake up. It's a reckoning year. Like now it's kind of like, bro, like we got to be eyes open. We got to be on point in 2025 because everything that was cheaper in 2024, 2023, 2022 from the start of this generation is going up. And so your interest and your value is about to go up too. Because now you're going to expect more out of these consoles, more out of these games, more out of these experiences. Yes, you are. It's just human nature. Of course, you're going to expect more. That's like you subscribing to somebody's channel and they're not producing the content that you are subscribing for. You're going to unsubscribe. And some people unsubscribe for various different reasons. But regardless of the fact, it's the same thing. You are subscribed to Game Pass. You're subscribed to PlayStation Plus, all this stuff for a freaking reason. No hard love, no hard feelings. If Sony is not following through with their promise and adding, what they supposed to be adding to PlayStation Plus, or Microsoft adding whatever games y'all want to play in Game Pass, you're going to unsubscribe. And it's all good. You're still a fan. You still love Xbox. You still love Sony. You still love Nintendo. But I'm just not feeling it. And that's okay. But you have that crowd of people who are just negative. Just no matter what it is, they're just negative. I can't deal with that. I cannot deal with that. It's just kind of like, bro, can you find a happy medium? Like, what's your happy space? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you ever be happy? Can you ever be satisfied? Probably not. Probably not. Because now you're just following the crowd and following everybody else. Oh, this and oh, that and all this and a whole bunch of other shenanigans. And it's like, bro, really? Like, this looks good. Well, nah, man, it don't look good to me. Okay, that's cool. And then you go on to the next game. It's the same thing. You go on to the next game and it's the same thing. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Something ain't right. And that's how I see a lot of people in gaming today. It's like every single thing that comes out is trash. It's garbage. Oh, I don't want to play that. That's garbage. Okay, then, bro, then why are you even bothering to game? You shouldn't be gaming right now. And then you have the other crowd who is just waiting, for a specific game, right? Or maybe skipping out on this entire generation altogether. Like there are people out there that are like that are just waiting to see whatever game or console that they want to have come out. And that's obviously not the case right now. So I don't know, man. All I could say is, do you follow your hopes and your dreams on what you want and what you want to see? Demand better from these companies. Yes, if a game is garbage, be honest, or a game is underwhelming. That's the proper word to use, underwhelming. If a game is underwhelming, say it's underwhelming. You know what I mean? Don't sit there and butter it up. That's besides the point. So I say all this to say this. I don't know, man. I think the success of Helldivers 2 is going to be hard for Sony to replicate. That's all I can say. And we will see. I'm not going to cast any judgment or anything like that. I'm not going to cast any judgment. We will see what Marathon ends up doing numbers-wise. We will see. I will give it a shot and see if I like it. And I'll give my final judgment on it once the game comes out. But what I'm not going to do is be a sheep and follow everybody else on Twitter, on YouTube, on social media, bashing the freaking game. Now, if you don't like extraction shooters, I completely understand. But it's like, dang, bro, at least give the game a chance. Like, you haven't even given the game a chance. Like, whatever. So let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. I just had to piggyback off of what everybody was saying in the super chat, and then just kind of clear the air on things. Sony has a lot riding on this one, and I really hope for their sake that Marathon becomes a success in some kind of way. But I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it's not going to be a full price $70 game. We'll see. All right. So let's go ahead, guys. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into the show. Let's stop wasting time. And top of the morning, top of the afternoon. Top of the freaking afternoon. Wario's coming out. All right, so let's go. Lord have mercy. PS5 price increase. Oof. Here we go, man. I told you, it ain't just Nintendo. It's not just Nintendo. No. It's not just Nintendo. Told y'all. Everybody is going to go up on their price. So if you think for the slightest bit that it's just going to be one company and then the other company, oh yeah, Sony is exempt from this. No, sir. Think again. This is coming from PlayStationBlog.com. Look at this right here. PS5 price to rise in Europe. I'm sorry for my European brothers and sisters, my Australian brothers and sisters, and my New Zealand brothers and sisters. This ain't looking too good for y'all. So if y'all don't own a PS5, oh, my heart goes out. And the US too. Once all this inventory, they've already said it. Once all this inventory for PS5 goes away in the US, we're screwed because China is getting hit the hardest right now with tariffs. Like no freaking joke. And so that frig is going to go up in price. And I'm going to say something after we finish talking about it. But this is not a joke. Y'all think, oh, Nintendo this, Nintendo that, Nintendo this, Nintendo that. Okay, here's some Nintendo for you right here. This drive for the PS5 price will also be reduced in these regions. So it's not all bad news or anything like that. The disk drive will be reduced in terms of the price and stuff like that. So Isabel Tomatis, I think that's how you say her name. So obviously Vice President Global Marketing, Sony Interactive Entertainment, with a backdrop of challenging economic environment, including high inflation and fluctuating exchange rates. Are you paying attention to what I'm saying right now? What Sony is saying? All right. Like they're saying high inflation right now. And what? The exchange rates, right? That are just up and down right now. SIE has made the tough decision to raise the recommended retail price, the RRP, of PlayStation 5 console in select markets in Europe, Middle East, and Africa, EMEA, Australia, and New Zealand. Said the updated PS5 RRPs are effective starting April 14th. April 14th.
I'm in France and I got my PS5 Pro on day one.
Hey, man. Hey, good for you, my brother. Good for you. Thank you so much for the 250 European dollars. So look at this right here. This is not a joke. PS5 digital. All right. €4.99. Oh, God. So no pricing changes for the standard PS5 with the Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive. So that's a good news right there. But look how much that is, bro. For a PS5 in Europe right now, you're talking about €4.99. All right. How much is that? That's 500. That's $567 for a base PS5. What? That is nuts. That is freaking nuts. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is not a game. $567 before taxes. That's a lot of money. So y'all in Europe, ooh, Lord have mercy. Ooh wee. And in the UK, right now you're looking at what? £429 for the digital edition. All right. Obviously, in the UK, no pricing changes for the standard PS5 with the Ultra HD Blu-ray disc. Okay. And then in Australia, ooh, I feel bad for Australia. If you're an Australian fan, like if you're in the stream and you're from Australia, Australia is just, oh my God. Look at this. Standard PS5 with the Ultra HD Blu-ray disc is $829 Australian dollars. What the freak? That is expensive. I'm not even from Australia, but that looks expensive. Like what? And then for the PS5 digital edition, $750. 750 Australian dollars. This is crazy. And then in New Zealand, oh my God. Standard PS5 with Ultra HD Blu-ray disc is what? 950 New Zealand dollars. This is crazy. PS5 digital, 859 New Zealand dollars. Bro, what? How much is this in the States? Whoa! 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 My God, have mercy. That is higher than the PlayStation 5 Pro. Are you kidding me? $829 for a what? I'm not seeing right. For a standard PS5? Good God Almighty, why? Why? I feel so bad for y'all. I feel so bad for y'all. God have mercy. Woo! PS5 obviously remains unchanged. So PS5 Pro remains unchanged. So the PS5 Pro prices, thank God, has not gone up yet. Keyword yet. So that's a saving grace right there. Additionally, the disk drive for PS5 will be getting an RRP decrease effective starting April 14th as follows. So we have what? For the disk drive, what's that? 79 euro. UK, we have 69.99 pound. And then for Australia, $124. So this is all decrease in price. Thank you, Sony, for at least not going up on the price on the disk drive. And then for New Zealand, we have $139. Dude, this is freaking, oh my goodness. Whoa, yo. This is bad. This is bad, dude. This is bad. This is bad. Wow, dude. Bro, the price done went up. The price. Listen, man, my heart goes out. My heart goes out to all of you guys who are affected in those countries. I mean, Europe, Middle East, and Africa, New Zealand, and Australia. This is not a joke. Man, this sucks, man. I try to tell you guys, man. I try to tell you guys, be prepared, be prepared, be prepared. I knew this was going to happen. And listen, I have some things to say after the next topic. All right. I'm going to give you my 2 cents on everything. And you guys will see for yourselves on why I say the things that I'm saying. Like, this is not a joke. All right. I'm not laughing. This is not funny. Same thing that happened. Was it last week? They went up on the price for PlayStation Plus. All right. In Latin American countries. And now parts of Europe, Middle East, Africa is getting hit. You know, Australia, New Zealand, stuff is going to be going up. And it ain't funny because in the US, as soon as all this inventory clears out, we're going to be in trouble in terms of price. Pricing will go up in the future. I told you guys about that already. We're not even done yet. And then once we cover the next topic, then we're going to be chiming in to everything that I have to say about all this. Oh boy, y'all think this is just Switch 2. Oh no, it's Nintendo. Nah, bro. Don't just put this on Nintendo. It's everything around us is going up in price. You know, CPUs, GPUs, phones, tablets, everything. You know what I'm saying? Every freaking thing. All right, let's move on. Oh, y'all not gonna like this one. You're not gonna like this one. And I told you guys. Now, there is a report that's going around, which we're gonna cover in the latter part of the show. So buckle up, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. Because while Nintendo has moved majority of the production of the Switch 2 to Vietnam, man, oh 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 man. Y'all not gonna like this report. This is coming from My Nintendo News. Look at this right here. Nikkei, the Nikkei, Nintendo Switch 2 in line. You reading that right at the top. 145% tariff hit. This is not a joke. 145%. This is crazy right now. Let's read. Oh my God. It says the Nikkei is reporting this morning that the looming trade war will see the Nintendo Switch 2 hit with what? 145% in tariffs when it launches on June 5th. Oh my goodness. Oh, please don't be true. This won't just affect Nintendo, as all major gaming companies rely in part on production from China. Sony announced today that the cost of the PlayStation 5 is due to the increase in certain parts of the world, including Europe. Quote, listen to this. This is not a joke. Quote, according to an internal assessment memo by a major Apple and Nintendo supplier seen by Nikkei Asia, game consoles are subject to a what? 145% US tariff on goods made in China, which means products like Nintendo's highly anticipated new console are in line for a massive hit. End quote. Oh my God. Bruh. This is not a joke. Okay? Now, let me say what I want to say now. Let's tie let's tie all of this in. I told you guys. Nintendo, I feel like, is more prepared than any other console manufacturer in the history of consoles when it has to do with a console launch. They have more inventory than any of the Sony, Microsoft at the launch. Obviously, when the PS5 came out, they had way less because of supply constraints and things of that nature on the factories and such. Let me say what I really want to say and listen to what I'm saying. I told you guys, right now, waiting around is going to be your worst enemy. Some of you guys are saying, oh, if you cannot afford a Switch 2, if you cannot afford a PS5 or even a Series X, by all means, if you cannot flat out afford it, then I understand. But if you can afford it and you're just sitting there talking about you waiting on a price drop or even a PlayStation 5 Pro and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting, that's not going to be your best friend. Waiting around to see what happens is not going to be your best friend, because what's going to happen is you're going to be in for a shocker. The prices will increase. Once the inventory is depleted, pay attention to what I'm saying. Once the inventory is depleted of Nintendo Switch 2s in the US, the price will go up. Once the inventory for PS5s are depleted, the price will go up. So you're waiting around for whatever reason. If it's financial reasons, I completely understand that. But if it's not financial reasons and you're just waiting around, get on it now. If you can afford a Switch 2, if you can afford a PlayStation 5, if you can afford a Xbox Series X, buy them now. If you can afford a PS5 Pro, buy it now. Buy it while you still can. I swear to you guys, y'all think this is a joke. When you wake up every single day, you get hit with something. You get hit with a surprise. I'm not kidding. Okay. Okay. Let me show y'all something. Y'all think I'm playing around today. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Okay? Not joking. Hold on.
We'll make our own destiny.
Bro.
$450 increased 145% equals $1,102.50.
You did the math really quickly, right? Listen. Look, I need y'all to pay attention. All right? Pay attention to what I'm saying. Because I'm going to keep it real. Thank you so much, my man, Mr. Nix. I'm going to always keep it a buck with y'all. And I can already see some people get upset. I'm going to show you a screen right now. We're going to transition to the next screen. This is a prime example of why I say the things that I'm saying right now. Pay attention. Okay. Many of you guys know. I'm using this as an example so y'all know what's going on. Many of you guys know. What's this? Back in January, right? Around the time when the pre-orders were going live for the MSI Claw 8, I said, you know what? I'm just going to get this device so that I can review it on the channel. So I put it on my credit card and I pre-ordered it. I put it on my credit card. I didn't buy it to keep it. I buy it so that I can review it on the channel and return it after the review is done because I couldn't afford to have that on my credit card. So I just did it anyway. Now, mind you, the MSI Claw 8 is literally impossible to get. Like, you can't find it anywhere. Best Buy, Newegg, Target, all these, Amazon. You can't find it nowhere, right? We're talking about a handheld gaming device. Launched at $8.99, right? And guess what? Wait for it. What did I say? $8.99. And you know what ended up happening? You can't even get your hands on one right now. You cannot get your hands on one right now. It's hard, super duper hard to get one. And guess what? With all the tariff stuff going on, before we got the pause on the 90 days, oh, watch my screen right now. Look at that price. Are you seeing this? Let me pick it up on screen. Y'all think this is a game. Look at this price. Now you really ain't going to be able to afford it now. Look at that. Look at that. You see on this screen? You see on your screen? $1,000. When I got this thing back in end of January, this thing was $8.99. This is why I'm telling you guys, the price went up to $1,000. They raised the price to $100. $1,000 for a gaming handheld PC. When I got this thing, it was $8.99. Now it's $1,000. This is the newest one. These two right here. This one here. This one too. This was $8.29. This was $8.29. Right? When it initially came out. Right? Look how much that is. Look how much that's $900. $900. So I'm trying to tell you guys, like, bro. Dog. So what do you think is going to happen to the Switch 2? What do you think is going to happen to the PS5 once the stock depletes? Oh, it will deplete. Apparently, Nintendo only got, 8 million units, right? Ready to go. And apparently, they're well prepared for the launch of the Switch 2. And don't sleep on it because that stock is going to go very quickly. As much as Nintendo is well prepared, more than any other company at the launch of their console this generation, oh, that stock will deplete. And if they have to get it from China or get it from wherever else that's getting hit by tariffs, you know the price of the console is going to go up. Now, I just saw something earlier too that I wanted to highlight. This might be one of the only saving grace. And you know why the price of the Switch 2 is going to stay the same at $450? I don't need Nico Partners telling me this. You know why? Because the stock that's here in the US is already here. So it's not going to get hit with tariffs being imported into the US. Are you following what I'm saying? So yes, the price is going to be $450. I do believe that, strongly believe that. But after the inventory depletes in the US, oh boy, I feel so bad for some of you guys who wanted a Switch 2 and you couldn't get one. Sorry, price is gonna go up.
At $1,100, it's cheaper to pre-order with Afterpay.
Man, a lot of people can't afford $1,000. $100 more makes a whole lot of difference. You hear what I'm saying? And pay attention to your screen right quick. So right now, Nico Partners expects Switch 2 price to stay at $450 at launch.
We will.
Tariffs y'all want. Tariffs y'all gonna get. Rolling on the floor laughing
Bro,
emoji. Rolling on the floor
Javi,
laughing
thank you so
emoji.
much for the $5, man. This tariff stuff is no joke. So you see right here on your screen, Nico Partners expects Switch 2 price to stay at $450 at launch. Right? And the reason why, you know the reason why, because Nintendo have a lot of inventory already in the US. So it makes perfect sense. But after that inventory depletes, we're in trouble because now the prices are going to be subject to be increased. Now, listen to this right here. It says the pricing for the Nintendo Switch 2 and its software has been a huge controversy ever since the Switch 2 Direct took place over a week ago. It hasn't helped that Nintendo had to postpone the pre-orders of the console in the United States and Canada just days after the Switch 2 Direct because of many tariffs that the US has been, obviously, what's been going on, enacted. So, listen to this. As of this post, RYZEN, the tariffs have been temporarily reduced in many countries for the most part. For the next 90 days, obviously there is just 10%. The only exception is China, where they are still very high. It would be an understatement to say that this whole thing has been a mess for Nintendo. But if the analytical firm Nico Partners opinion on the matter ends up being right, there might be a little silver lining for the near future. And right now, Nico Partners said that with the tariffs on Vietnam temporarily reduced for the next 90 days, we expect Nintendo to eat the 10% tariff in order to keep the launch price at $450. However, the price could very easily increase if a higher tariff is added after the 90 days. Ooh. Eventually, Nintendo will announce when prices will go live in the US and Canada, whenever that happens. So you see the double-edged sword? Oh my God. You see the double-edged sword here. So they're saying, Nico Partners is saying that Nintendo could possibly eat the price, eat the costs of the 10% just to put the Switch 2 out there for $450. But after the 90 days and tariffs go, why? After the 90 days and the tariffs increases, the prices are going to go up. So guys, I say all this to say this. I try to keep my audience up to date on everything. Do what you do, vote with your wallet. If you want to Switch 2, if you want any new pieces of tech, get on it. PS5 Pro, I'm telling you right now, PS5 Pro, you can go to the moon, you could go to the stars, you could go to Jupiter, Uranus, you could go wherever you want to freaking go in the solar system, right? Saturn, whatever planet you want to go to, and you can buy a PS5 Pro. But oh my God, when the demand goes through the roof, when the freaking demand goes through the roof of that PS5 Pro, and for some reason it's sold out and you cannot get one, and that stock depletes that's in the US for PS5 Pro, you're gonna be very sorry that you couldn't get one, because that goes up in price. Whoa, you think $757 with taxes is anything? Try, I don't even want to even say it. Try $857. Almost nine. Can you imagine paying almost $900 for a console before any accessory, before any games or anything like that? I'm telling you guys right now. So I'm putting y'all on y'all A game. You want a Switch 2? Go get one while you have the chance to. It's up to you. The choice is yours. But I'm telling you, if you want one, get on it. Because after the initial pre-orders run out and they have to import, woo!
We will.
What do you mean? Inventory will be depleted on day one.
Okay, Mark, I love you. Okay, Mark. Okay, Mark, you ain't got to be so vicious, Mark. Mark, you ain't got to be a freaking a gorilla, Mark. You ain't got to be Hulk right now, busting through the freaking wall, man. You doggone right. You doggone right. The pre-orders are going to be depleted day one. So I'm just saying, bro. Oh, God. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Because if they got to import from Vietnam or China or wherever else, bro, I'm telling you, after the next 90 days and the tariff increases, Switch 2 is going to go from $450 to $550. I'm being as real as it's going to be a $600 console. I'm not joking. I'm just praying to God that the price does not go higher than $450. Because right now, in my opinion, for what Nintendo is offering, beautiful. Bro, have you guys seen Cyberpunk 2077? I've seen this YouTuber, Deck Wizard. He uploaded a video, a direct footage of Cyberpunk 2077 running on the Switch 2. And my God, I was blown away. For $450, man, what the system can do at that price, it's perfect at that price. That thing goes up to, I mean, good Lord, $550. We're in trouble. I'm not talking about Mario Kart bundle. I'm talking about before the Mario Kart bundle. $550. If it goes up $100, $80, even $50 more, people are going to be like, oh no, this is too much. So guys, I also have another piece of news to throw in here as well. Now, this is just a report. We don't know how concrete this is, but we're going to talk about it. Now, I don't know where you're going to be getting your Switch 2 from. Best Buy, Target, Amazon. I don't know. But let me say this. Now, pay attention to this story. This is coming from Nintendo Deal. All right. Been rocking with them for years and everything. Check this out. Now, I don't know how true this is, but this is good news. According to some GameStop sources, most GameStop stores are expecting 100 Switch 2 consoles available at launch, but games and accessories will be extremely limited. Whoa! How you gonna have good stock on the console, but limited games and accessories? Ooh! What a freaking mess. What a freaking mess. If this is true, dude, 100 consoles is probably more than they had with PS5 at launch. Because when I was in Virginia, when I was over there in Norfolk, and I was at MacArthur Mall, and I talked to my GameStop contact that I had over there, and dude was like, dude, we only got 25. Dude said they only had 25. 25 PS5s. 25. This was 5 years ago during a pandemic. Obviously, after the launch of the PS5, the stock increased. And people who actually wanted a PS5 could get a PS5. But even still, it was still selling out like hotcakes. Every single time I see PS5 goes in stock, it was gone. Blink your eyes, it's gone. You got to be quick. And so 100 is way more than any other console or any other console launch in this generation, in this span of years between 2020 to now. And 100 is going to go like this. I'm telling you right now, y'all think this is a game. This is not a game. Listen to me. If you want to switch to, if this is to be believed, you bet your bottom dollar there's probably going to be more than 100 people in line. Woo! Whoa! Listen. Pay attention. Pay attention. There is going to be more than 100 people in line. Best believe that at GameStop. Freaking Best Buy is supposed to be doing in-store pre-orders. Man, Best Buy is going to get slammed. All these stores are going to get slammed. So I'm telling you, especially with all the shenanigans going on, if this is true, limited accessories, limited freaking games, bro, you need the game. You need the game to play. You need accessories. Ooh, this is not good, dude. This is not good because once all this stock runs out, I feel like that's going to be the silver lining. And hold. Here's the thing. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Listen. Once the stock runs out, I feel like Nintendo is going to come out this Thursday. Well, Thursday's the 17th, right? They're going to come out on Thursday. I have a strong feeling I will be streaming that Mario Kart event because I want to see what kind of value they're going to be offering, right? I want to see what kind of value they're going to be offering with Mario Kart being $80. But from what I've been hearing, 120 FPS, the game is really showing you what I think it was. I forgot one of those websites. I don't remember. They had hands-on with the game. They said the game looks really, really good and all that. One of the best looking games on the Switch 2, showing you what the hardware can do. I'm just now saying this. Can you imagine on the 17th, Nintendo comes out and be like, all right, thank you for watching. But before we go, pre-orders are live. Oh my God. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Here comes the stampede. Here comes the freaking hurricane. Here comes all the 5 elements just in one giant ball of chaos. And also before we go, the price of the Switch 2 will remain the same. Oh my God. I'm telling you right now, gone. All that inventory, all gone. Whether you pre-ordered on the Nintendo website, whether you gone. So I'm telling y'all, I can see it happening. Just like with every other electronic, 5090, literally ridiculous. Went up like 30, 40, 50%. You can't even buy a 5090 right now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm telling you because I've been a victim to jumping on things early. This is why you jump on things early when you can. It's different if we wasn't in the situation that we're in. We didn't have any tariffs or anything like that. We have tariffs. So it's kind of like if you want something, even if you're just like, I don't know. Because what's going to happen is you got freaking scalpers. Oh, so freaking annoying. We're going to have scalpers that we have to worry about. Right. And not even just that, but also limited inventory that's against us. And 8 million is not enough. It's just not enough for everybody who really and truly want. Because I believe there's going to be probably way more than 8 million people that want to switch to. Everybody who's under the sound of my voice right now, I pray to God that everybody who wants a Switch 2 is going to be able to get a Switch 2. I'm going to tell you right now, because a lot of people been waiting on the PS5 Pro. They've been waiting on it, waiting. Oh, I'm going to wait. I'm not buying one right now. I understand if you can't afford a PS5 Pro, but wait until GTA 6 gets fully announced, release date, performance, and people catch wind. Oh, shoot. What? 60 frames per second? None of this Digital Foundry nonsense. Oh, man. What? Oh, shoot. I need to get a PS5 Pro. Go on Best Buy. Go on Target. Gone. Freaking gone. It's going to be the same situation. So say all this to say this. Be quick. Be vigilant. And may God be with you guys all. Because, Lord have mercy. This is not a joke. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's move on to our next topic at hand. No, this is not clickbait. No, I don't do clickbait. Okay. No, I'm not being negative. I don't have time to be negative. I have time to be honest with you guys. Now, when I tell you guys, PlayStation fans are just kind of like, Marathon what? Marathon who? Yeah, nah, we're good. I'm not lying. This is not clickbait. Diving into, this is so bad on what we're going to report on. But like I said, I'm still going to play the game. I'm still going to check it out, give it a chance on the channel, do the best that I can for our community. And hey, take one for the team. Like you guys say, I'll take a one for the team and we'll see if it's good. All right. Now, this is not the headline that you want to see. Look at this right here. Y'all thought I was clickbaiting y'all? No. This is coming from pushsquare.com. PS5 fans give Bungie's Marathon the cold shoulder.
I never thought about that, Marlon, but you're right. Nintendo wants those consoles sold, so if the initial run is gone and tariffs begin, shadow pre-order.
There you go. There you go. Look at this, though. PS5 fans give Bungie's Marathon cold shoulder 34%. Are y'all paying attention to this? 34% say you would have to pay them to play. Are you seeing this? You're right, though, Mark. Appreciate that. They said you would have to pay them. Stop being negative. I'm not being negative. How is it that I'm being negative? I'm reporting on this. And I've said, Jago, that I will be playing the game. And I pointed out the things that I've liked. So I don't even know if you were listening to me in the very beginning of this stream. I said I do like the art style and I do like the gunplay. I don't know where you have been, my brother, but clearly I'm not being negative. All I'm doing is reporting on the news that is being given to us. So again, this is crazy right now, right? So Sony and Bungie's big new live service bet has been met with a icy reception from PS5's core fan base, with a staggering 34% of Push Square readers saying that they would need to be what? Look at this. Are you seeing this? I know this is just Push Square. They would need to be paid to play the title. Of the more than 2,000 fans polled, a further 37% said that they don't think the extraction shooters for them, with just 8% saying they would buy the game day one. Dude, 8%? What? To be fair, the remaining 22% are open to being convinced. All right. They said that they either want to try the title out in one of its upcoming beta tests or need to know more about it before committing to a purchase. But 60% said they don't think the game has a bright future, with 24% of that group believing it will have a lifespan similar to ill-fated Concord, which was released and nuked within the space of a few weeks. Good God Almighty. Bro, I'm telling you guys, Lord have mercy. This dude, this is freaking nuts. Like, I can't stress this enough. Me, like I said before, I am down to playing the game, checking it out for myself, and see how I like it. During that presentation, I said, I like the art style. I like, the gunplay. I like the characters. I like some of the weapons, the shotgun. I was rooting in there about the shotgun. Everybody else saying, oh, it's garbage. Oh, Concord 2.0. Hey, you know what? People who want to be negative, people who want to be bashful without even seeing more and learning more about the game. On top of that, there's something else I want to share with you guys. Now, I did put out a tweet about this, or I did kind of retweet this and stuff like that. So, look at this. All right, so this is coming from Marathon Bulletin, right? It says Bungie has confirmed that Marathon on PS5 will support haptics for DualSense, Tempest 3D audio, and PS5 Pro enhanced visuals with PSSR upscaling. Quote, we are planning some awesome usage of PSSR and some additional support in upscaling and resolution. Quote, so if you have a PS5 or PS5 Pro, you will be pleasantly surprised by how we delivered on the console. So that is huge news. Okay. So there's that. All right. There's also another part. I think I retweeted it. I don't remember if I did or not. Now I rewatch Marathon's gameplay. Okay, here's something else too. Since we're talking about Marathon. Now, shout out to my man Okami. All right, so Marathon will be a premium game at launch. Pricing is unconfirmed, but is reportedly $40. Confirmed, not even close to $70 via @PaulTassi. So, Battle Pass confirmed, 3 maps at launch, 4th map shortly after. So there is that one. And let's go back just a minute. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you are enjoying the content. I appreciate you guys for being here. Now, I've rewatched this game in 4K. And let me show you guys. Let me show you guys this. All right. To me, people are saying, "Oh, this is trash and this and that." And you know what? Hey man, you know what? I'm not here to tell you otherwise. If you're looking at this game and you're just like, no, Marlon, it's just not for me, I completely understand that. Extraction shooters are not going to be for everybody. Not everybody is going to be that competitive and things of that nature, which is completely fine. So, let me see if I can. Okay, here we go.
Set a marker.
Let's see. I've rewatched this in 4K. Hold on. Okay, it seemed like this one is only. Here we go. And this is in alpha right now.
Everything is breakable.
So I do love the characters, the character types. You have Locust, Glitch, Blackbird, and Void. I do like each of these characters and what they're actually capable of in terms of,
everything is breakable.
During the gameplay and stuff.
Break it.
Right? But like I said, games like this is not going to be for everybody. And I kind of knew, I don't know if Fair Games is dropping this year. I don't think so. But hey. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for Mario Kart. I can't.
Climate location.
All right, here we go.
Dire Marsh, so named for its saturated, unstable terrain and relatively high mortality rate.
Woo! That gunplay, bro. I'm telling you guys, the gunplay, it is so... I'm getting like Halo 3 gunplay. Like, I'm serious. The gunplay is so freaking good. You know what I mean? I love the gunplay, and I love the way how smooth it is. And this is alpha gameplay. You know what I'm saying? So... I can play this, bro. I can see myself playing this. I can see myself playing this. I don't know for how long, but as long as they keep adding maps, new weapons, character skins, you know, more customization, stuff like that, then I can see it. But I don't know. No destruction. It don't have to have any destruction though. Not every game needs to have destruction, but hey, I appreciate your opinion. Not every game needs to have destruction.
Follow the echo. Seeker deployed.
Game looks very smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Warning, reinforcements detected.
Love the gunplay though. Gunplay is nice. Yep, not bad, man. This is better. This is better than Concord. I mean, just looking at it, this is better than Concord. Like, in my opinion.
A unit is signaling for reinforcements.
Oh, look how the glass shattered. Wow. Yes, sir. Yeah, I like this game. Bump all the haters. I love the gunplay. I love the art style. The maps seems to be a bit a bit too big for my liking, which the maps are a little bit kind of, you know, smaller, but I guess some of the maps it seemed. But yeah, man, I love the gunplay. The gunplay is really nice. Wow. So smooth though, man. Wow. Wow. Let's freaking go. Seems like they're going up against bots or something. I don't know. Yeah, it seems very well optimized. Yep. Seems very well optimized.
Supplies secured. Export cargo intact.
Get hype on the get it in a big ton of Destiny and looks like half of that and half of Halo, so day one for
Yep,
you, brother.
yep. Looks like half of Destiny and half of Halo. There you go. There you go, man. Definitely Destiny is written all over this though. You know what I mean? Even the guns and stuff. But like I said, man, if this game is $40, bro, I think that this game is going to sell. At $70, no. Definitely not $70. But $40, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh freaking yeah. This would do well, especially for PC players. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a success, bro. I'm telling you. I can feel it. I can freaking feel it, bro. This is gonna be a bigger success than Concord. Straight up. It's gonna have way more concurrent players than freaking Concord. And who knows? Maybe the PC Master Race is probably gonna save this game over console players, and that's okay. That's okay. You see what I'm saying? So, but look how fluid. Look how, and I love the bro. I love that. I love the elimination. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. Like it's so smooth. I don't know what the frames are, but it looks like it's running, you know what I'm saying, above 30 for sure. It looks like it's running at 60. And I don't see no frame drops or anything like that. I mean, it looks good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, at $40, yeah, man, I could see people happily paying $40 for this joint. Not $70. No, sir. No, sir. Not 70. Not even close. If they want this game to do extremely well at launch, they can't charge $70 for this. They can't. They cannot. Because I don't think majority of people wouldn't pay. Woo! Look at that. Oh my God. Nasty. My goodness. Yeah, majority of people wouldn't pay $70 for this. I'm just going to keep it a buck. I'm being honest. Wow. Straight across. Oh my goodness. Straight across the map. And that's not even a sniper. Oh my God, bro. Listen, man. $40 and you update the game and you update this game with some maps, more character skins and weapons, and man, we are Gucci. I'm serious. Like this is pretty good, man. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, by the time this comes out, you know what I'm saying? By the time this joint comes out, it's gonna probably look way better than this, because this is alpha gameplay, and you guys have to remember that, like, this is all alpha gameplay, so things are subject to change. Things are gonna be more polished and ready to go for launch. So I'm on board with Marathon. I'm on board with it. I'm gonna give the game a chance. I'm gonna play the game, and I'm gonna let y'all know what I think about it. Straight up. Straight up. Wow, man, this is, oh my God, dude. Yes, sir. This looks good, man. This looks good. Oh! Get his loot. Get his loot. I love it. I love that. I love that. Let's go, man. Let's freaking go, man. Oh my God. Get the loot, bro. Get the loot. Get the loot, bro. Man, dude. Yes. I could see myself on this joint. Oh my goodness. Wow, dude. And I can't wait to play this on the PS5 Pro. Especially, this joint is not that demanding. Like, it's not a demanding game, so I can easily see this game running at 4K 120 on the PS5 Pro. Easy. Easy. Maybe not 4K 120, maybe 4K 60, whatever, but it looks very well optimized, and this is alpha gameplay. Ooh! Oh! Oh my God! Nasty, dog.
Who's out there?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm on board with this. Bump all the hate, bump all the negativity, all the haters. This looks good, bro. I'm not saying that this is gonna do no Call of Duty numbers, or this is gonna win no Game of the Year awards. I mean, who knows? But hey, man, This is way better than Concord. I'm serious, bro. I'm serious. I'm being honest. This is way better than. And mind you, I like Concord. Concord was fun when you pick a character that you liked, at least for me, and you're good at that character. But then it started getting boring real fast. But this is different. Like, this is keeping me on my toes. This is an extraction shooter, but you also got to be tactical with this joint. And so, yeah, man, this joint, yeah, man, I'm down, bro. I'm down. I mean, yes, the maps are kind of a little bit generic. I'm being honest. The maps seem very generic, but man, the gunplay makes up for it. I'm being honest with you guys. The gunplay makes up for the generic maps. The maps, yeah, they do look a little bland, look a little generic. I'm being honest. Now that I'm re-looking at this joint, but I'm being honest, dude. The gunplay, the characters, and the art style, and that's what's gonna save it for me. Maybe they might, you know, they might tweak the maps and stuff like that and make it a little bit better, but ultimately, like, yeah, man, I'm down for this. I'm down for Marathon, especially if it's $39.99. Woo wee! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, guys. Let's go. And I like the recoil on the weapons too.
Seeker out.
Oh man, this on the PS5 Pro is gonna be nuts, dude. Woo! This on the PS5 Pro is gonna be nuts with them ray tracing, reflections, freaking PSSR. Woo! Oh, this on the Pro is gonna be nasty. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. This can easily do 4K 120. I don't see why it couldn't do 4K 120 on the Pro. I don't see why. With PSSR, I don't see why it couldn't do 4. Man, can you imagine playing this at 4K 120? Oh my god. Oh my god. Sign me up now. Sign me up. Or playing this on the 5090? What? Oh my god. Yes, sir. I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, buddy. Oh, this is a different map. See, this map looks a little bit better. So I guess it was that map out there, but woo! Yes, sir. Oh man. Man, this is so freaking dope. Yes, sir. There you go. Revive, baby. Revive. Get a revive. Oh. Oh, heal. Come on, man. Oh. Switch to another part. I think this is probably the same. Yeah, this map out here where it's raining and stuff, it does look a little bit generic. I'm not gonna lie. But if they can do some tweaks to the maps, I will say that I'm not the biggest fan of the maps. They can do some tweaks to that, then we Gucci, bro. And this is alpha. And this is why I try to tell you guys, be honest about how you really feel about games, because, you know, so that they can do the necessary tweaks and make the experience better for everybody. So yeah.
Who's out there?
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah. Yo, make sure y'all go subscribe to Game Radar, bro. Oh man. Yes. Better than Concord. Yes. Better. Bump all the haters, the negativity. We're in the Q&A portion of the show now. I don't care about who want to get mad and who's saying this. Don't care. I'm down. Tweak the maps. Make the maps less generic. Right? I don't like that map, that that's out there with the rain, and it just don't look good. Like, it just looks very generic. Tweak that up, make it look a little bit more appetizing, you know what I'm saying, and do some adjustments on the other maps and stuff. But the gunplay, the characters, oh my god, dude. Yes, the looting, I like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm down. I'll give it a chance. I'll review it on the channel for you guys. Hopefully, if I get a review code, I'll play it on the PS5 Pro, play it on PC on the 5090, so you guys can actually see what this thing can do. Oh yeah, I'm down, bro. I'm down. We in there. All right, so let's get to the Q&A portion of the show now. Let's get to the Q&A. Let's see here. All right. I said, Marlon, I love you, but I think you are being too nice. You think I'm being too nice? Well, hey, like I said, bro. Like I said, what I like, you might not like. Like I said, I like the gunplay. I was being honest. The maps do look generic, but the gunplay and the characters looks good to me. And it seemed like it's very well optimized. It seemed like it's a very smooth experience. Like I said, what I like, you might not like, bro. Some of y'all, oh, you're shilling. It has nothing to do with shilling. You saw the same gameplay that I just saw. And if you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to be shilling or being fake or anything like that. Like, we're not going to all like the same thing. And that's okay, bro. That's okay. If you don't like the game, you just don't like it. Period. Don't play it. You know what I'm saying? Don't play it. Go play Apex. Go play COD. Go play, you know what I'm saying, X Defiant or whatever else you want to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, go. There's plenty. Overwatch, Fortnite. Like, you have unlimited options at this point. Unlimited options. Period. So Battle Pass added costs hopefully will be just $10. Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. Said Marlon, the gunplay reminds me. Oh yeah, Titanfall. Yeah, I could see that. I could see Titanfall up in there too. But hey, man, you hyping it up in hopes for a review code? What? Okay, let me just say this. Woo, Lord Jesus. I'm hyping it up because of, see where the negativity start coming in now? I'm hyping it up because I want a review code. Okay, let me just say this first and foremost, brother. I don't have to hype anything up to get a review code. First, let's get that straight out the gate. I don't have to hype anything up to get a review code. Period. End of story. Okay? And on top of that, you should be happy that I don't even know if I'm going to get the game. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, if I do and I get early access to this game, you should be happy that I'm taking one for the team. I'm taking one for the entire community so that you guys can ultimately make that purchase decision. So yeah, laugh it up. It's funny. And back to the review code situation, like, I don't have to hype anything up. Like, if I'm going to get a review code, I'm going to get a review code. If I'm not going to get, there's plenty of games that I do not receive for review. And there's plenty of games that I did like Assassin's Creed Shadows looked amazing to me. Did I get a review code for that? No. So there you go. You're what you're saying does not hold water to me. So regardless of the fact, whether I get a review code or not, that's the embetterment of our community so that you guys can look at that and be like, okay, well, I can see raw gameplay for myself now. Now I can make a purchase decision. Period. End of story. Case closed. So, okay. I'm hyping it up because I'm getting a review code. That is very funny. That is very funny. Y'all say whatever y'all want to say. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. If you don't like the game, like I try to tell y'all, if you don't like a game, stop trying to convince other people Stop trying to convince other people to like what you like. Period. Said, bro, I'm excited for the Switch 2. Says, I'm just hoping we can just get a remake of Twilight Princess for the Switch 2 4K 60. That would be awesome, bro. Yeah, that would be awesome. But we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Say, can't please everyone, bro. Negativity is always going to be off 100%. And my job, what I've been doing as of late, I'm drowning out all of the negativity. You see what I'm saying? Like I will address it out of respect for that person, but I'm drowning out all that nonsense because at the end of the day, it matters on what I want, what I like, period. 100%. So y'all want to feed into the negativity? That's okay. That's okay. Oh, you just doing that for a review code. What? Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's cool. I respect your opinion, sir. Says I'm excited for the Switch 2 as well. Says they need to hurry up and announce that pre-order date. Yes, sir. Same here. Same here. Same here, man. I'm gonna do everything in my power to be able to get a Switch 2. And you know, so I can review it on the channel. I don't care what anybody else want to freaking say. I'm getting it to try to take one for the team. See if we can get that thing in, get the games in. Hopefully, I don't know about affording all the launch games, but if we get additional support on the channel for me to get all the launch games so that we can test them, then that's what we're going to do. And you guys know I'm good for that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. It said, practice what you preach. Shill, stop trying to force people to like what you like. Let me just say this right now. Am I forcing any of you guys to like Marathon? Let me ask y'all that. I said, if you guys don't like the game, just don't buy it. I said that in the very beginning of this show. I said, most of you guys are already saying it's not your cup of tea, and that's completely fine. Nobody can force you or make you do anything you don't want to do. Vote with your wallets. You don't like Marathon? That's fine. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. Period. Right? So you can say whatever you want to say, brother. And by the way, Ant the God, God bless you. That's all I got to say. God bless you. So you can say whatever you want to say. I don't care. I don't care one bit. You see what I'm saying? So there's that. You don't like Marathon? Just don't buy it. Don't play it. Said, bro, Switch 2 is not getting hit with 145%. Only some accessories that is made from China. We'll see, man. I just reported on that article. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I know they moved everything to Vietnam, and then I know they have a bunch of inventory here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You say, I don't care for the game, but I respect your opinion and will definitely watch your gameplay initial thoughts. Hey, appreciate that, bro. Rod, appreciate that. I do overhype PlayStation games. Okay, bro. I do overhype play. You see how the narrative changes. Like, if you're not in agreement with people, like if you are not agreeing with all the negativity and all the nagging and the shenanigans, then you're being put in a box. And that box is, oh yeah, you're being labeled as a fanboy. You're being labeled as a shill because I'm not saying what you're saying. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, the game is trash. Or, you know, whatever. Oh, the game is not for me. That's what y'all want me to say. Y'all want me to agree with what you're saying. No, that's what makes us different. Whether it's PlayStation, whether it's Xbox, whatever. It's the same thing with Indiana Jones. Right? I played Indiana Jones on the channel for you guys. Right? And I finished the game on stream and I gave y'all my thoughts. right? And it's funny because, well, I didn't expect Microsoft to initially reach out to me in regards to a review code, right? And I've been ranting and raving about Indiana Jones, and I'm like, man, this game is a good game, really good game. Bump all the negativity. You know what I mean? Oh, it needs to be third person. It needs to be like Uncharted, this and that. Case in point. Same thing with Hellblade 2. I said the same thing about Hellblade 2. Finished Hellblade 2 from start to finish. Even reviewed it on stream. No, made a video reviewing the game. Bump all the negativity. I don't care, bro. I don't freaking care. I don't. So say whatever you want. That's the beautiful thing about the freaking internet. That's what I'm saying. Y'all boys out here are keyboard warriors. Those of you who are sitting here spending all the time in your day, you know, typing away and saying a bunch of nonsense that makes absolutely no freaking sense to me. I don't care. So you do whatever you want to do. If you don't like something, whether it's the Switch 2, whether it's any of these games that are coming out, PS5, PS5 Pro, Series X, S, that's your freaking business. PC, that's your business. I'm just here to do my job and test out these games, as much games that I can possibly get a hold of, so that you guys can make that purchase decision. So say whatever you want. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I really don't. So there's that. It says Switch 2 is made in Vietnam. Nintendo moved it to prevent tariffs. It said that article is misinforming people. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where let me see the source of where this was coming from. Okay, so this is coming from Nico Partners. All right, this is like a analyst firm. So they're the ones that were saying what they were saying. So I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. It says, I can predict your marathon review score already. 10 out of 10, best FPS of the year. Okay, bro. Okay. Did I give what? Y'all remember the score I gave freaking Concord, right? Was it 10 out of 10 I gave? Did I give Concord a 10 out of 10 review score? No, I did not. I did not. But that's fine. That's completely fine. Say whatever you want to say. That's completely fine. That's completely fine. That's completely fine. That's okay. Jarvis, my man, God bless, bro. How you doing, sir? I gave that game a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. And I said, this game is not going to be for everybody. I almost gave it a 6.5. But like I said, when you find a character that you enjoy, it can be fun, but then it also gets repetitive. And then it also gets kind of boring after a while. 7 out of 10. And that came from Sony. So, there's that. My man Jarvis, my man, appreciate you. But you know what? Everybody has a right to their own opinion, and I have a right to my own opinion. So I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Not gonna let that stop me. I think around the summertime, Jose, if I'm not mistaken, probably around the summertime. I've seen Hunt Showdown. That's probably one of the better extraction shooters. Gears E-Day? No. Hopefully at the Xbox Showcase. We'll see. You said Nintendo better make us convince on why Mario Kart World. Hopefully on the 17th. Hopefully this week, my brother. We'll see. In a couple more, 3 more days, we'll see, man. The bundle. Hopefully, if I can get the bundle. If I can get my hands on the bundle it's gonna be. Says that we need Def Jam Fight for New York remaster. Yeah, we do. Hey, Sora, my man. Appreciate that, bro. Shouts to the Mom Dukes. Yes, sir. Make sure you guys give the stream a thumbs up. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Let's go. But yeah, man, people can say whatever they want to say, bro. Like, it is what it is. That ain't gonna phase me not one bit. I said that this game is not gonna win no Game of the Year awards. I said that. People don't listen. They just hear what they want to hear. I said the maps are generic. They do need to work out the maps, but I like the gunplay and I like the characters. And oh, you just shilling for a review code because I said I like the gunplay and I like the characters. You see how naive that sounds? Oh, you're just shilling for Sony. Oh, you're just shilling for a review code. What? Because I say I like certain elements of the game, and I said that, you know, at launch they're gonna polish up the game. They can tweak some things on the map and make it better. But I do love the gunplay. And I do love the character design and the artwork and stuff like that. The graphics and stuff like that. I do like that. And it's like automatically you're being labeled as, oh, you're shilling. You're you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not allowed to have an opinion. You're not allowed to say you like something. Because if you say you like something that they don't like, then you're automatically labeled as something. Hear how stupid that sounds and foolish. Lord have mercy. He said, bro, so when are, even if Sony would do it, do you think that they have a special edition panels for Pro? Hopefully sometime this year. We'll see, but hopefully sometime this year. He said Marathon launches the same day as Borderlands 4 and close to GTA 6. We don't know how close to GTA 6 it's going to be, but we'll see. He said, paying for Mario Kart World is worth it for its replayability alone, yet you spend $80 on 2K and need to upgrade yearly. Same with COD. My man. Smart dude. He says, you heard EA said that FC and Madden will put features in the game. What Switch 2 would allow them to put? Okay, that... Wow, interesting. I'm gonna see how that goes. I would rather play Destiny than that, and that's fine. Play Destiny. That's what I'm saying. We got unlimited access to all these games, right? So play what you want to play. Play what you want to play. Said like that 30th anniversary edition panels for the Pro. Yeah, that would be nice. Says, have you seen this Skill Up's hands-on marathon review? He seems like he's kind of likes it. Can you show his video? Nah, I'm not going to play no more videos right now. I'm kind of winding down to ending the show. So I just want to get, some more comments, get everybody's feedback on the show. And not right now, man. Unfortunately, not right now. Said, do you like marathon? 68% of you guys said no. 32% of you guys said yes. So I guess majority of you guys in this community don't like the game. And that's completely fine. I'm going to at least try it out for myself. So that's okay.
You hear about Toys for Bob wants to make a Noob Nahu Kazooie game. I pray it happens.
Oh, yeah. I saw that out on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. We will freaking see. Man. We will see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That will be dope. Banjo Kazooie, that will be dope. That will be really dope. But we'll see. You say, got here late. It says, what did I miss? Any good news today? Well, you see the title, man. Covered pretty much a bunch of stuff. PS5 price hike, Switch 2. Potentially could be going up after the initial stock drop, and all that. So I said, I'll have timestamps. Don't worry, I'll have timestamps. I said, do you recall when Switch 1 came out? This is when they released the OLED version. Wonder about 2 years, or so. It says, appreciate all the hard work and dedication you put into your community and channel over the years. God bless you and your fam. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming back for more, man. That's all I can say, bro. Marlon, did you hear that Mafia, the old country release, they got leaked? Yes, in August. Yeah, that's, I think, August the 9th, something like that. Yeah. Jay Stacks YT was popping. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. Make sure you give the stream a massive thumbs up and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. All right. Yeah, but I will have some content on Indiana Jones for you guys, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. You know, like I said, we're trying to grow this channel, and we're not gonna be once. Let me just clear the air on some things real quick. What I'm not gonna be doing with our channel, with our community. Let me pause the music real quick because I'm not joking. I'm being as serious as I possibly can. What I'm not gonna be is a sellout. My soul is not for sale. Let's get that out of the way. I'm not gonna sell my soul for fame, and I'm not gonna sell my soul. Period. All right. My soul belongs to Jesus 100%. And let me also say this as well. Like, I will always be a gamer first, and I will always be honest with you guys and upfront with you guys on my thoughts and my opinions. If I like something, I like it. If I don't like it, I'll tell you I don't like it. Period. End of story. There's no money that is exchanging hands behind the scenes. I'm 100% fan funded. And to be honest with you guys, if it wasn't for you guys and the Lord Almighty Jesus, I wouldn't be doing this right now. Okay? I will be busy doing other things that takes up my time on a daily basis. So thanks to the love and the support. And I felt like if I wasn't real and if I wasn't honest with you guys, I wouldn't make it this far. So I appreciate y'all. And I'm doing everything that I can to make sure that everybody can get the content that they subscribe for. Now, it's not easy running a YouTube channel. It takes money to run a YouTube channel and to keep a YouTube channel relevant, especially with all this new tech stuff coming out. It costs money. And no, I'm not going to go in my savings, or no, I'm not going to pull money from other ventures, other, things that I do, other sources of income to put into this channel. No, everything that you guys donate, which I've said it, 100% transparency, everything that you guys donated since the very beginning until now has went back into the channel in order to provide the content that you guys are experiencing right now. So no, I'm not going to sell my soul, and no, I'm not getting paid from Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo. I'm just like you guys. I'm just on the other side of the lens. That's it. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all of you guys. All right. For being here. Thank y'all for y'all support. For those of you who have been rocking with me since the beginning of this channel, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who don't like me and you don't like this community, you should not be here. Because you know what truth is? There's like a zillion. There's like so many other YouTube channels that you can go out there and go support and go listen to. So no, don't waste my time. Don't waste our community members' time by being here if you do not like what you see or what you're hearing. There's way too many options. Just like with these games, you have way too many options to be wasting your time and energy going back and forth. And what I'm not going to do in 2025 is go back and forth with anybody. I treat everybody with respect, and I expect the same thing in result. If you can't respect me, then I can't respect you. Point blank, end of story. I'm not going to waste your time because time is precious. And I do have to get going. I'm not going to sit here and waste any more of my time or any more of you guys' time. So please, on your way out, please hit that like button for me. And I'm always going to keep it real with you guys. Stay tuned because we got some more bangers coming up for you guys. I do have to get going. I have some emails that I have to get to. And yeah, I have some stuff that I have to download, get ready. Content that I have to put out. So I do have to get going. So thank you all so much. One love and God bless. and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's see if we could get over 300 likes on today's show. I'll have timestamps. I always write down all the timestamps. So in case if you, see what I'm saying? Another email. In case if you did miss out on the show, you just now coming in, I'll have your timestamps like I always do. Love you guys. Be blessed. Be easy. And like the great legendary Etika would say, please have yourself a wonderful one. We out. Peace.